loud and wrong doesn't look good on you. That should teach you to get on social media and mind your fucking business.
Our love will shine at the dawn of a brand new feeling. Just take your time and you see that the magic's on its way.
Hey guys, it's your girl Beauty, and today is a special day. So today we're gonna be telling a little story time while I pack some orders. When you start your business and you start to take off and do good, people are gonna come out the woodwork and try to play with you. That's why you always have to be smart. Let me see. Boom, I got all the receipts, period. I love me. One thing about me, I'm gonna have the motherfucking receipts. So today we're gonna be telling a story time about how some big influencer on TikTok tried to cancel me when I was coming up because, you know, we did the same thing, and I guess she didn't like that. She sensed competition and she just didn't like that. And at the time, you know, I was very forgiving and like, oh, da-da-da-da-da. But when I really think about it, I'm like, yo, that's really foul. Like, that is so foul. And I wish her the best on her journey, but that's not the first time she tried to cancel smaller businesses that does what she does. As y'all know, I have a crystal shop. Everything is handmade. I sell keychains, cat collars, dog collars, did I just say keychains? That's how you know it's time to go to sleep. I sell jewelry and prayer candles, right? This is before I started the cat collars and the dog collars. So that just goes to show how new to business I was. And, you know, I was fairly new to TikTok. This little scandal happens to be about the cat collars, me launching them, and that's where we're going to start. Before I started making dog collars and cat collars, I had a vision, and I was like, I want to make Aurora jewelry bigger. Like, y'all can ask Brandon, that's all I would talk about. I want to expand my business. Now, when it comes to business, if you are smart with it, you know that when you have a business, you can't just sell syrup, you know? You have to sell pancakes to go with the syrup, and then cool spoons. Like, you have to sell stuff around it if you want stuff to sell. And I learned that fairly quickly. And I'm telling y'all this because no one told me that. And I wanted to bring cat collars to my business. Now, before we start, her whole deal was, oh, you stole the cat collars from me. And I'm going to flash pictures of my cat collars on the camera, because if I show y'all like this, like, y'all not going to be able to see for real. But I was like, ooh, I'm going to go to a third party and buy cat collars in bulk. And then once they get here, I'm going to custom them, the bells, the crystals, and the pendants and all that stuff. I'm going to figure that stuff out. That was the plan. So I bought these cat collars back in August. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a cute idea. Anytime I brought something to my site, I've seen it in a dream or I had a vision of it. Remember those rings I was showing y'all? I literally seen it in a dream. I didn't come up with most of the stuff I sell. It literally came from a dream. And, you know, watching a lot of Harry Potter and Hogwarts will really do that. Around this time, I had joined TikTok. I had been on TikTok for about, I want to say like 2 or 3 months. But I was still fairly new to TikTok. And I feel like that's what a lot of people fail to understand. Even though it's like a month or 3 months, you can still be learning the ropes of a new social media. Like, the only thing I had before that was Instagram and YouTube. And I was not used to an algorithm that fast. So when I figured out how to work TikTok and all that stuff, I was like, oh, yeah, I have this one in the bag. Like, I knew that this vision was going to go crazy. The collars finally came, and I was like so excited, and I just put them in my closet. I had about 300 collars on hand. Not even 300. Hold on, I'm doing too much. I had about 150 on hand, and I was super excited about this idea, and I was so ready to get it out to the world because, you know, I knew it was a really good idea, and I have personal, like, this helped me personally. So I knew, like, I just wasn't selling, you know, water to a faucet. I knew, like, people were really gonna like these, and I had never seen anything like it before. So I get to work on this video, and you know, it's me shaving a crystal. I'll put the video in here. So I post the cat collars, and I was super nervous. I remember being so nervous, and like, I just had a bad feeling in my stomach. Like, I knew something was going to come out of it. Either people were going to really hate this or really like it. Because when it comes to pets, people are so sensitive. They're like, oh, a cat can't have this or a cat can't have that. But, you know, they responded well. So I was excited about that. So at the time, the video was about 2,000 views, and I'm like, all right, whatever, I'm going to go on live to boost the video. If you do TikTok, when you go live, it boosts you in the algorithm. So I'm live, and I even told them, I'm talking to them because I built like a little family on there, and I'm like, yeah, y'all, I'm releasing cat collars, and I'm super excited to begin this new journey and stuff. And you know, they're hyping me up like, oh, it's gonna be good, like it's gonna go smooth, don't worry. I'm like, all right, y'all. You know, we had our little talk, but that just goes to show that I really sensed it. And then after the live was over, the people who was in my live, they was like, yo, like, you kind of predicted that. I'm like, facts. So yeah, we're talking about it, and I was like, I had a feeling it was gonna bring a scandal. I didn't think it was gonna bring a scandal how it brought a scandal. I thought it was gonna bring one like, oh, you shouldn't do this for cats, and let's not support her business, and da-da-da. I thought they was gonna cancel my hard work overnight, y'all. Okay, so I'm on live, and I said something about, I don't know, people are pretty sensitive, and I don't want it to turn into a thing where it's just like a lot of negativity, because this creation really means a lot to me. So probably like 2 hours went by, I'm done packing orders, and I get off live. It's time to go to bed now. It's dark. I do my meditation, I go to sleep, and I swear I was so lucky I did this meditation, because if I didn't, I really would have like went off like my default mode, my old ways. But I feel like that is why I moved through this situation so gracefully, and karma just got the fuck out this girl. Like, so oops. So yeah, I go to sleep after I meditate, and I'm like, all right, like, you know, I'm sitting there in my bed like waiting on myself to fall asleep, and I just pray to God. I said, dear God, even if this launch goes well, even if it doesn't, I just pray that you stand behind me, you still love me, you still support me, and I pray that this video reaches the right person or whatever. I wake up to ding 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 ding. I'm like, oh my God, what is that? Mind y'all, this is the most views I've ever got on TikTok at this point. My video was at 45,000 views. So you know me, I'm like this, because I was already nervous about launching the product. I was so what's that word? I was very cautious because I didn't know how I was going to react. So when I had woke up to the ding 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 ding, it is no longer like, you know, 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. It's now 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's crazy because I looked at the clock at 3:33, and I was like, yo, like, y'all know when stuff be in sync, like really in sync, and it makes you like trip out, because it's like, wow, like this is really real. When you speak universe, you speak universe. And some, I don't even know if I can say this. So at the time, you know, when I started my business, I was at the lowest point of my life. I don't even know how to explain it. One day I'm going to be comfortable enough to come on here and tell y'all from start to finish, but I'm not. I was at the lowest point of my life. I was so fearful and in trauma that I couldn't tell up from down, left from right, this week from last week. I had lost so many people. I was already going through abusive situations, and it was just really, really toxic. I got in my first fight, like physical fight. So it was just a lot. And when I started my business, it was because I couldn't afford therapy. And I often express that to you guys, like, that's literally why I started my business. When I realized that therapy was very expensive, not the normal therapy, the post-traumatic stress therapy, the what is it called, CBT, cognitive, I can't think of it now, but I was unable to ride in the car. I was unable to eat food properly because I was so scared I couldn't swallow. I slept all day in a fetal position, and I would cry. When am I going to get out of the house? When am I going to get out of the house? Because it just wasn't safe. So the only thing that made me feel like I was doing something or that grounded me was making, you know, crystal jewelry or little trinkets and stuff like that. That was the only time I felt like my old self. Mind you, I was in this traumatized state for about a whole year. I was still filming on YouTube, you know, because I felt like that was my only ticket out. One day I'm gonna blow up, you know. But I was really hurting. Even when I was around my friends, I would be happy around my friends. But you can ask them. In these situations, I would just seclude myself. Like, even when we were camping, I would be on a video like, all right, guys, yeah, we're about to go hike this waterfall. And be so nice to everybody and try to cheer everybody else's day up. But I knew once I got home, it was about to be a living hell all over again. And it was hard. It was so hard for me to go from hell to spend time with my friends. And it's like, I forget good things exist. And going from those frequencies, it hurts. Like, it physically tires your body. It's like, how do you go from so sad, fighting for your food to eat, fighting, like, not being able to sleep? You got people living in the house that aren't safe around children. Like, how do you go from that to going to your friends and it's just like you're on the fucking moon? So when I looked at my phone when it was going ding 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 and I saw 333, I literally thought everything was going to change. God was finally going to repay my hard work, and it was going to full circle, and my whole life was changing. It was changing, but it wasn't going to be that instant. Change is not that instant, and if it was, it would shock the fuck out of you, trust me. Because if I woke up that night and received all these orders like I do now, I wouldn't have been ready. Because I was still having episodes. I was still so depressed. I would neglect my plants. The only thing I would do every day was feed Moo, sit with Moo, and pray. That's it. Card readings. And I would just think about life. I had lost so many people. All I could think about was what's going to happen to their book bag, or what happens to their room. I would have dreams that their room is getting packed up. Also, I was staying between my house and my aunt's house, where her husband had just passed away. I was there that night. So it was a lot of trauma in me, and I was ready to get out. So I'm so happy, so freaking happy. I'm trying to put y'all in this mindset of happiness, so when y'all realize, like, when this random girl and her fan base started coming for me, how it really crushed me. Like, that shit hurt for real. It hurt because I worked so hard on this idea. So yeah, I see the ding 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 and I'm like, everything's about to change. And it's the middle of the night. Like I said, it was 3:33, so it's probably like around 3:40 around this time when I'm looking through the comments and stuff. I got some good ones saying, oh, this is really cool, I can't wait to buy one. And I'm like, what? I only made 4. That's the funny part. I only made 4. But the audience that I got behind this video, I had to get up and literally make so many and just hold on to that money so I could get myself out. I'm looking through comments. I see some good ones and I see some bad ones. Next thing you know, I'm sitting there so proud of myself, realizing I have a lot of work to do tomorrow so that I can, you know, get these people their products, send these people out their orders, because they actually like my idea. Tell me why I'm sitting there refreshing it. Y'all know how y'all do when y'all little video go viral. And I start to see like groups of comments coming in that's like, you copy. What are we gonna call her? We're gonna call her Halloween Town, because whatever. They was like, you stole this idea from Halloween Town. You stole this idea from Halloween Town. I'm like, who is Halloween Town? Like, I'm new to TikTok. What the fuck? So I'm gonna read the messages at this point, because I don't want to just be sitting here lying to y'all, because this was some time ago. This happened. Someone said, this was a couple of the comments, and I only responded to a couple because what do I look like sitting here trying to fight your whole fan base, girl? And then, oh my god, okay. So someone asked nicely, so I responded. They said, was this inspired by Halloween Town? I said, no, I don't know that creator just yet. I'm new to TikTok, so the algorithm must have paired you up. If y'all get on TikTok, y'all know, or even YouTube, y'all can be talking about a mattress and ads of a mattress will come up, or I don't don't know, like that TikTok algorithm is something serious, bro. You could type in why am I so depressed on Google, and then the TikTok algorithm, it'll bring up someone like making a joke about being depressed and stuff like that. So that's what I was basically inferring to her, like, I don't know who this person you're talking about is, but the TikTok algorithm probably paired you up. It pissed me off. It was this one girl who I was arguing with. Okay, this girl, she blew the fuck out of me. Like, and I know y'all like, oh my god, don't use her real name. It's just like, what y'all gonna go look up Megan, like the fuck. So Megan was like, Halloween Town just started these, please credit her if that's where you saw it, with that emoji. I'm like, first of all, here's my thing. I'm very, very respectful. I'm nice. It's no reason for me to sit here, you know, being mean to anybody right off back, because, you know, I may be wrong, you may be wrong, but my thing was, I have the receipt from when I bought those collars. I may be mad in real life, and off the phone I'm gonna be very respectful, because at the end of the day, if you hold yourself high and if you hold people accountable, they're gonna come at you with different energy as to where you just start off very ignorant and calling people B words and stuff like this. This situation made me furious, because it's like, I'm finally getting you know, people who want to buy my stuff to my site, and you and your fan base is just making like me look like I'm just this thief and I'm a small business trying to steal things and stuff like that. So once again, I said to this next girl, I said, no, I don't know the creator yet. I'm still new to TikTok, so the algorithm must have paired you up. I said the same thing. There's no need for me to say, there's no need for me to make multiple explanations. I'm giving y'all all the same explanation, because I know her whole fan base is coming for me now. Like, I'm not doing this. So she said, your first TikTok is from August 8th, 2021. So when she said that, even though she's right, she's very much right. You think me just starting my business in 7 months, I'm gonna have everything figured out and I'm gonna be at the top? Like, let's be realistic here. Most business within 1 to 2 years don't take off. They don't go crazy until like their 5th year. So why are you coming at me like I'm supposed to have everything figured out and I'm supposed to be at the top and be stealing stuff from people because I ran out of shit to post? Make it make sense, bro. It would have been so easy for me to be like, F you, but I didn't. Telling y'all, that inner strength is something serious. That shows real growth. I said, and I'm new to business. Listen, don't try to bring my business down because you think I followed your fave. Loud and wrong doesn't look good on you. I literally was getting visions in my head like, as long as I play my cards right, they're gonna get canceled. Her big old business and her supporters, her diehard supporters, when it gets in the morning, people gonna wake up and see this. So somebody responded under me, I hate this comment so much. I don't know if they was talking about the girl or they was talking about me, but that's just what they said. Oh, that's what happened. I had a couple videos blow up at once. It was that monitoring spirits video. I was talking about monitoring spirits and like how you can, you know, tell if it's around you. And it was the one about the cat collars. So when those both blew up, I think I was screenshotting stuff from both videos, because one, I was proud of myself. Two, I was like, you tried it, because I always keep the receipts. So after she said that, damn, that makes me so mad that I did not keep the receipts, bro. Oh my god, I love karma. Oh my god, I love karma. Okay, because it's making me look messy. But y'all, when I tell y'all, this girl really came from my neck. Like, I didn't get every screenshot, I didn't, but I happened to get some. So when she said all that, I just left it alone, because one, I'm not about to sit here and argue with you down here in these comments. I have customers actively coming to my TikTok from the For You page. Why would I look like a messy female when it's not even my issue? So this is what really put the icing on the cake. The creator, the actual creator, Halloween Town has about 100,000 followers. So on TikTok, it's a much closer community. Like, your followers can tag you in stuff, and it's a rapid For You page. And I think she addressed it on her video. Actual creator, Halloween Town, responded, and she was like, dang, I was excited about these. So I'm like, if anything, I'm thinking, not even because, okay, hold on. Dang, you can't have my back because we both women and business owners and we know how hard it is out here. You're gonna sit here and infer that, dang, you were excited about these because I stole this idea from you? Wow. Okay, that showed me everything I needed to see. So when she said that, it gave her supporters more ammunition to go over. She stole this idea, let's not support her launch and stuff like this. So I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to be stuck with all this inventory. I got canceled before I can even get started. So I'm freaking out. Next thing you know, my supporters wake up. I'm like, hello. Because so people started responding and they started making actual videos, and I'm like, yes. I made a video and I was like, I'm gonna put the video here because I don't remember what I said. This is my receipt for international shipping on the collars, and as you can see, it was a long time ago. This is my shop, this is hers, and this is another prime example of we have the same product again, but we are not copying each other. She carries the same thing on her shop. Some of y'all be getting fed so much negativity. Anytime y'all watch a creator, y'all try to find the negativity inside of the creation. Like, just watch it and just leave it. You don't always have to, oh, this is that, and then and call people out because you are wrong. You might be wrong. And y'all, after I made this video, tell me why a lot of other people started speaking up. This girl, Halloween Town, was bullying other businesses, but not just businesses that was tried to bully. The fuck, because y'all about to see how the tables turned at the end, and this is why you shouldn't come for people and you shouldn't be a part of that cancel culture. And stop standing behind your faves, because I'm pretty sure your faves are pretty cancelable themselves. I didn't say that right, but you knew what I meant. Okay, so basically I made a video about it, addressing it, and I said I'm not even gonna talk too much. I'm the type of person where I may get mad behind closed doors, but if I have like a public not even like a altercation, but if someone is trying to come for me publicly, I show receipts and I say less. That's just what I do. I move in silence, and I feel like it's just much more put together of yourself when you don't be like, no, because it was I thought it was just me that was like, why did you just say, dang, I was excited about these? Because that gave your supporters more ammunition. You couldn't have said like, no guys, we're actually just kind of the same business and we kind of do the same things. I didn't even know who this girl was before this started, and that's what blew me the most, because they was giving my hard work to some random. And I'm not saying like, oh, she random, she ain't nobody. I don't know her, so don't try to treat me like, oh, I know her, so you know her. Look at all those followers. I doubt you're not one. No, I don't know your faves, bro. I don't even get on this social media stuff if I'm not working. So that's what made me so angry about the situation with her, because I'm like, if anything, you could have stopped this. If that was me, I would have said, no, y'all, we're both like creative, we both work with crystals, we might just come up with the same ideas. The fuck, like, it's that simple. Like, say something along those lines. So that angered me, and I'm like, all right, whatever. So I posted a video and I said, hi guys, there's been a little about my launch, blah 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 blah, whatever I said. I just know I handled it. I trust myself to handle situations, because I've been in a lot of altercations in my life. I've been in a lot of situations I don't know how I got the crap out of. So I really trust myself when it comes to altercations or disagreements. Like, I feel like going through that stuff where I had to really defend myself growing up, it turned me into a good communicator, because I don't know, like, I just have a good mouthpiece on me now, trying to constantly diffuse arguments. And you know, I made the video, people started speaking up, and they said, oh, that's not the first time she did this. So that gave me even more fire. I was angry. Because I'm like, it's so, like, you could do it to me. Actually, no, you cannot. You can do it one time. But this is a thing for you, and people still support you. Y'all stand behind this? Okay. I had this deep feeling like you could have stopped this. But alright. And y'all tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, if I'm looking into it too much. But I feel like if you have a big audience, I'm not saying because you're an influencer you have to influence. But if you see your audience is larger than another person's audience just starting out, and you see that they're attacking somebody that don't even know your name, say something. What you gonna stand there? Oh, they got their own mind, their own brain. We are living in new times now. That is low-key your responsibility. If your fan base is bullying people, why address it? Why are y'all bullying people? I'm not even like this, so why are y'all doing this? Like, that's what blew me. And my thing is, just because you make crystals on TikTok, not make crystals, y'all know what I mean, just because you sell crystals on TikTok does not mean you own it. And this is exactly why I went so hard and dominated this field, because she really rubbed me the wrong way. And I just knew, like, okay, I'm gonna get the last laugh though. What the fuck is this? That's crazy. That is crazy. But it wasn't on an ignorant tip. It was really just on an educational tip. Like, hey guys, we all do the same thing. Ooh. Hey guys, we all do the same thing. We have a couple of similar products on our shops, and people start to speak up. And then people start to make videos talking about the situation and how she's done it before and just coming out and everything, right? Tell me why. Tell me why the same girl who was trying to come for me and tear down what I had built, she's being read to filth. She's being read to filth. And then somebody was like, and on Black History Month, bro, that junk was so funny. That's what gave me the idea for this title, because this was so funny. It's like, y'all trying to do this. Y'all, race is not a thing to me. Like, when I see a person, I'm not like, what's their race? And I'm not so pressed about it. But the fact that she was Caucasian and her fan base was too, and they tried to do this on Black History Month, and I'm just a small business, and I feel like it was just the wrong time and I feel like it was just being in the wrong place at the wrong time for them. Because it's like, y'all fan base usually does this, but it was the perfect storm. And I feel like God was using me as karma, because it was like, you want to cancel other people's business, and you think you got away with it, and you got them to leave TikTok and all that stuff. I'm going to give you the perfect storm. It's going to be Black History Month. I'm going to give you a small black business owner, and you're going to try to bully them, but it's going to fall back on you, and it's going to be a karma situation. So she apologized, the girl who was going back and forth with me. She said, I definitely am not a part of cancel culture, and I do not support many small businesses. And I do support many small businesses, I'm sorry. It was my bad for assuming, of course. I tried to tell you that in the beginning. And again, I simply saw it hours before and only assumed that it was where you saw it. Not my intentions to accuse you of stealing. My apologies. You couldn't have said this in the beginning. You couldn't. Listen to yourself. I simply saw it hours before and only assumed that's where you saw it. So you're saying that you saw her post. You think I'm gonna go to a third party, buy the collars, put crystals on the collars, sand the crystals, shave the charms. You think I'm gonna do this in an hour and get the video up? Okay, whatever. And basically she deleted her TikTok, so you can't even find her. If you were to go look for her, she's not there. And the situation is so old. Another person made a video about it, and it was a respectful video, because even if you're wrong in a situation, I'm not going to turn it into a bullying situation. Notice at the end I said, let's leave it alone. Moving forward, everything is wiped clean. Yes, I'm furious behind camera, but at the end of the day, we're not going to turn this into no bullying stuff. Like, I could be mad all damn day, because I can be, but I'm not going to come to my audience, even though at the time it was just 22,000, and say, oh, anytime she comments on a post, block her, spam her, report her. No. Why? If somebody comes at me with weapons, I wish you love. They were actually being respectful, but they were saying, I'm glad this situation happened because we need to draw more attention to this. And I'm like, thank you. It was basically, they used my video in the beginning and they started talking at the end. And they was like, I don't even mean to start anything. I had seen it on another girl's feed and simply thought I was doing the right thing. No hate. That should teach you to get on social media and mind your fucking business. I don't understand that. I get it. You want comments on your video, but when you see an influencer post something and you say, "Ooh, why her hair look like that?" Just unnecessary stuff. Why? So once again, I said it's not targeted to you specifically because I can feel that she felt the heat I was under. And even though you and your fave and her fan base threw me down like that, I don't want y'all to feel that same shit. I don't want y'all to feel that same thing. So I tried to comfort her because that's just who I am. Like, I don't kick anybody because I don't know who's down. Like, you know how people kick people while they're down? I don't kick nobody because you really don't know what's going on in people's life. So I said it's not targeted to you specifically. This is just a topic not spoken about enough. It's okay. This is on someone else's video. And she felt the need to comment it on everybody's video so that people understood her. But initially she just got the hint and she just left. So I'm like, alright, whatever. I hope that taught her a lesson. Oh, that's exactly what I said. I can't find it, but I said something like, I hope you learned something from this. Because this is where karma took place. After all that happened, and you know, she didn't stand up or say anything. And it's not like that she owed me anything. It's just the fact that, this is so cute. It's just the fact that when you have a big fan base and you try to make it seem like, oh, they're stealing this idea and they're adding you and all your other supporters are on this smaller supporters page and saying false stuff, just speak up and say something, right? So after all that happened, somebody said what I was thinking. And this is so funny because life is really like a movie, bruh. Somebody said, but why didn't she just say it and stop it in the beginning? When I tell you, I flew off my chair. I flew off my chair because that showed me full circle that karma is crazy. Karma is real, bro. Stop doing people foul. After that whole situation blew me out my socks, I promised myself that I was gonna go so hard. I was gonna go so hard. Sorry, y'all. I was going to dominate that entire field just because you did that. Just because. So, well, not even saying that, because at the end of the day, I want my business to succeed and I want to reach my full potential every day. Why not? But when she said that, I swear that lit a different type of fire. That lit a different type of fire, because I was like, I don't like the way that went down, and I just didn't feel like she was trustworthy. So boom, after that situation, I promised myself that I would go so hard, and whatever I do on TikTok, that I would dominate it, literally. And it simply became that. When y'all go to TikTok, do this right now. If y'all have a TikTok, look up Cat Crystal Collars. Who's gonna pop up? Me. And then you look up something from hers, it's not gonna pop up. That's how karma works out real time. Don't try to be that business that thinks that they're the only person that can do what they're doing. Because I promise you, every time, there's always gonna be someone prettier. There's always gonna be someone better. There's always going to be someone smarter. There's always going to be someone with a better body. Just do you and do it the best you can, bro. Don't try to max out all the competition and have your supporters. I didn't fart. That was my chair. Don't try to have your supporters, you know, throw down everybody who comes close to you. Don't do that. And through this entire scandal, y'all, I never seen her cat collars. Ever. Don't do that. So I know this video was like very intense and y'all like, girl, calm down. I'm still calm. This story just made me mad all over again because of the principal. But I do want to say, like, I'm past it. Like, it may look like, girl, no, you're not. But it's just the standard, y'all. Like, I'm a passionate person. So when I tell a story, I tell it with the same emotions that it kept me in. But I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, if you're new here, why are you new? Join the game, join the mob, because nigga, you're missing. I love you guys. Bye.
There is nothing in your eyes, but that's